Yeah.
Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win. Winners DNA. Winners DNA. Let's go. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win strong. I got winning in my blood. Victory in my DNA. All along. Winners DNA. Winner DNA in my veins. Winners DNA. Breaking chains. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win now. I got winning in my blood. Winning is who I am. I take a vow. Winners DNA. Victory is my nature. Rise. Winners DNA. Claiming the prize. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win real. I got winning in my blood. Born a winner. That's the deal. Winners DNA. DNA of a champion shine. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win real. I got winning in my blood. Victory in my veins. I'm sure. Winners DNA. Winning is who I am here. Winners DNA. Crystal clear. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win. I got winning in my blood. Winners DNA flows. I'm blessed. Winners DNA. Victory is my identity complete. Winners DNA can't be beat. Winners, 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 winners DNA rise. Victory, victory, claiming the prize. Born to win strong. Winners, 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 where I belong. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win. Winning in my blood. Victory in my DNA. Breaking in my veins. DNA. Winning is who I am. Breaking chains. Winners DNA. Victory is my nature. Winner, 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 winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Winners DNA. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win true. I got winning in my blood. Victory in my DNA. Breaking through. Winners DNA. Winner DNA in my veins bright. Winners DNA. Burning bright. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win. Winners DNA. Victory is my nature. Rise, go. Winners DNA. Being bold. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win. I got winning in my blood. Born to win the promises I keep. Winners DNA. DNA of a champion fly. Winners DNA. Reaching high. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win fire. Winners DNA. Victory in my veins. Reaching higher. Winners DNA. Winning is who I am. Free. Winners DNA. Setting me free. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win life. Winners DNA. Flows never block. Winners DNA. Victory is my identity complete. Winners DNA. Every day. Winners DNA. Victory. Reaching high. Born to win free. Winners setting me free. Victory is part of who I am. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win. Winners DNA. Hey. Winners DNA. Victory is part of who I am. Born to win here. Winners DNA. Winning in my blood. Victory in my DNA. My fear. Winners DNA. Winner DNA in my veins. Crown. Winners DNA. Never down. Winners DNA. Winners DNA. Winners DNA. Winners DNA.
Unstoppable Bob Bird. Unstoppable Bob Bird. What's that with it? by purpose. Understanding why nothing holds me. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back strong. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness all along. I'm unstoppable by purpose. Understand the why, nothing holds you. Unstoppable by purpose, breaking through. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back now. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness. I take a vow, I'm unstoppable by purpose. Purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness here. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back real. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness. That's the deal. I'm unstoppable by purpose. When you know the why, nothing holds you rise. Unstoppable by purpose, claiming the prize. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back pure. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness. I'm sure purpose makes me unstoppable shine. I'm unstoppable by purpose, by design. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back blessed. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness. I'm blessed. Unstoppable by purpose. I'll negotiate with weakness stand. Unstoppable by purpose in my hand. Unstoppable, unstoppable. A purpose rise. Understand the why, understand the why. Claiming the prize, no negotiation with weakness strong. Unstoppable, unstoppable. Where I belong. Where I belong. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back. Unstoppable by purpose. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness on break. Unstoppable by purpose. Purpose doesn't negotiate weakness that's breaking through. Unstoppable by purpose. When you know the why, nothing holds you right. Unstoppable by purpose. I don't negate the weakness. All on purpose makes me unstoppable. Unstoppable by purpose. Understand the why, nothing holds me. Unstoppable. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back true. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness. Breaking through, I'm unstoppable by purpose. Understand the why, nothing holds you right. Unstoppable by purpose, burning bright. Unstoppable by purpose. When you know the why, nothing holds you right. Unstoppable by purpose. I don't negotiate weakness all along. Purpose makes me unstoppable. Unstoppable by purpose. Understand the why, nothing holds me. Unstoppable. Unstoppable by purpose. Reaching high. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back. Fire. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness. Reaching high. I'm unstoppable by purpose. Purpose makes me unstoppable. Free. Unstoppable by purpose. Set me free. Unstoppable by purpose. When I understand the why, nothing holds me back. Lock. Who is purpose doesn't negotiate with weakness. Never block. Unstoppable by purpose. Gotta negotiate with this way. Unstoppable by purpose. Set me free. Unstoppable by purpose. Doing number block. I'm just not.
No excuses, no excuses. Stop talking, start doing. No excuses, no excuses. Get it done. No excuses. Action time. No excuse. Execute.
No excuses, I'm done with all the reason why I can't. Stop making justifications. Time to take a stand, I'm doing what needs to be done. No more delay, no excuses in my mindset. I'm conquering the drop the excuses, start the action. That's the only way, get it done right now. I'm not waiting for another day. No justification, no reason, just pure execution. No excuses mentality, that's my resolution. I'm taking action immediately, no more talking about it. Get it done, make it happen, there's no room for doubt. No excuses holding me back from what I need to do. Stop the reason, start the doing. I'm breaking through, execute the plan. No more waiting for the perfect time. No excuses in my vocabulary, I'm in my prime. Do it now, get it done, that's the motto that I live. No excuses mentality, I got so much to give. Stop making reasons why you can't and start the grind. No excuses, just action. Leave the doubt behind. I'm doing what must be done. No more hesitation, no excuses, pure execution. That's my dedication. No excuses, no excuses. Stop talking, start doing. Action time, get it done. Keep moving, execute. No more waiting here. No excuses, no excuses. My path is clear. No excuses, stop the reason you would need to be done. No excuses, take action now. The battle's won. Get it done, make it happen. No more delay. No excuses, why I'm executing, conquering the day. No excuses, stop talking, start to do it now. No excuses, pure action. I'm taking the vow. Eliminate justification, just execute the plan. No excuses, I'm getting it done. I'm my biggest fan. No excuses, I'm eliminating every reason not to act. Stop the justifications, that's a proven fact. I'm doing what's required, no more procrastination. No excuse mentality, pure determination. Stop the excuses, start the movement, that's the key to win. Get it done immediate, let the action begin. No reasons why I can't, only reasons why I will. No excuses in my mindset, climbing up the hill. I'm taking action, lead. No more waiting for the sign, get it done, execute the plan. I'm crossing the line, no excuses holding me from what I'm meant to be. Stop the reason, start the doing. I'm breaking free, execute without hesitation. No more perfect timing, no excuses in my system. I'm constantly climbing. Do it now, make it happen, that's the way I roll. No excuses mentality, I'm taking full control. Stop making reasons why it's hard and start the fight. No excuses, just execution, shining in the light. I'm doing what must happen. No more waiting game, no excuses, pure action. Staking my claim, no excuses, no excuses. Stop talking, start moving. Action time, get it done. Keep proving, execute. No more waiting late. No excuses, no excuses. My vision is clear. No excuses, stop the reasons you will need to be done. No excuses, take action now. The battle's won. Get it done, make it happen. No more delay. No excuses, I'm executing, conquering today. No excuses, stop talking, start to do it now. No excuses, pure action. I'm taking the vow. Eliminate justification, just execute the plan. No excuses, I'm getting it done. I'm my biggest fan. No excuses, I'm committed to the action that I take. Stop the justifications, I'm wide awake. I'm doing what's essential. No more reasons why I can't. No excuses mentality. Time to take a stand. Stop the excuses, stop the execution. That's the way, get it done right now. I'm not waiting for the day. No justifications blocking me from my success. No excuses in my mindset. I'm passing every test. I'm taking action constantly. No more talking face. Get it done, make it real. I'm setting the place ablaze. No excuses stopping me from what I need to do. Stop the reason, stop the action. I'm breaking through, execute with confidence. No more waiting for the chance. No excuses in my spirit, I'm taking the stance. Do it now, get it done, that's the mantra that I say. No excuses mentality, conquering the day. Stop making reasons why you're not ready for the grind. No excuses, just action. Leave excuses!
Beyond the limit, beyond the limit, beyond the limit. Go if you reach, surpass the impossible. Beyond the limit, let's go. Beyond the limit, I go if you reach, surpass the impossible. Strong, I push beyond the limit, where you dare all along. Beyond the limit, where if you go, I arrive. Beyond the limit, at birdie on the limit. I go if you reach, surpass the impossible now. I push beyond the limit, impossible comes possible. I take a vow. Beyond the limit, beyond limits, I rise. Beyond the limit, claim it unfold. Beyond the limit, I go if you reach, surpass the impossible. Beyond the limit, where you go, I conquer, that's the day. Beyond the limit, go if you dare shine. Beyond the limit, by this, I'm beyond the limit. I go if you reach, surpass the impossible pure. I push beyond the limit, surpass what seems impossible, I'm sure. Beyond the limit, impossible become possible. Beyond the limit, crystal clear. Beyond the limit, I go if you reach, surpass the impossible. Bless, I push beyond the limit, beyond the impossible, I'm blessed. Beyond the limit, where you reach, I stand. beyond the limit where few dare breaking through. Beyond the limit where few go, I arrive bright. Beyond the limit, burning down beyond the limit. I go where few reach, surpass the impossible said. I push beyond the limit, impossible becomes possible, no regret. Beyond the limit, beyond limits, I rise, go. Beyond the limit, the info. Beyond the limit, I few reach, reaching high. Surpass impossible, free. Beyond setting me free. Beyond setting me free. Beyond setting me free. Beyond the limit, I go if you reach, surpass the impossible fight. I push beyond the limit, where you go, I conquer promises I keep. Beyond the limit, go if you dare, I shine. Beyond the limit, reaching so high. Beyond the limit, I go if you reach, surpass the impossible fight. I push beyond the limit, surpass what seems impossible, reaching higher. Beyond the limit, possible becomes possible, free. Beyond the limit, setting me free. Beyond the limit, I go if you reach, surpass the impossible. Like I push beyond the limit, beyond the impossible. I'm there blocked beyond the limit, where you reach, I stand way beyond the limit every day. Beyond the limit, fly. Few reach, claiming I surpass impossible, free. Beyond setting me free. Beyond setting me free. Beyond setting me free. Beyond. Beyond the limit. Yeah, I got that pride, boy. Faith in the process. Yeah. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Trust when you can't see. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. God's working for me. Faith in the process. Invisible work. Faith in the process. Never shirk. Faith in the process. Never shirk. Well, faith in the process. I trust even when results haven't appeared. God works in the invisible while I fight in the visible. No fear. I believe when I can't see. Faith in the process strong. God is working behind the scenes where I belong. Under the work of the process. And when I can't see the outcome, God works in the invisible. I overcome. I fight in the visible. Faith and results are delayed. God is working behind the scenes. Never swayed. I have faith in the process. Trust when nothing shows. God works in the invisible while my struggle grows. I believe when I can't see results. Faith in the plan. God is working behind the scenes. I'm his man. I trust the process completely, even when it's dark. God works in the invisible, leaving his mark. I fight in the visible realm. Faith when I can't see. God is working behind the scenes, setting me free. I have faith in the process, always trust when it's tough. God works in the invisible, that's enough. I believe when results are hidden, faith in the way God is working behind the scenes every day. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Trust when you can't see. God works invisible. God works invisible, working for me. Fighting the visible faith when delayed. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Trust when you can't see. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. God works invisible, working for me. Fighting the visible, faith in the faith when delayed. In the process. Trust even when results haven't appeared. God's process. God works in the invisible while I fight the visible. I can't believe when I can see. Faith in the process. In the process. God is working behind the scenes, no stress. Faith in the process. Faith in the process even when nothing shows. Faith in the process. God works in the invisible while my struggle glows. Faith in results are delayed. Faith in the process. God is working behind the scenes, never sway. Faith in the process. I trust him when I can't see progress. God works in the invisible while I fight in the visible, no regrets. I believe when results are hidden. Faith in the journey. God is working behind the scenes, no attorney. I trust the process daily, even when it's unclear. God works in the invisible, conquering fear. I fight in the invisible world. Faith when I'm tested. God is working behind the scenes, invested. I have faith in the process now. Trust when it's slow. God works in the invisible. Watch me grow. I believe when I can't see change. Faith in the grind. God is working behind the scenes. Peace of mind. I trust the process fully, even when I'm blind. God works in the invisible, one of a kind. I fight in the visible battle. Faith and not wait. God is working behind the scenes, sealing my faith. I have faith in the process here. Trust when it's hard. God works in the invisible, playing his card. I believe when results don't show. Faith in the fight. God is working behind the scenes, shining bright. Yeah, faith in the process. Faith in the process. Faith in the process. Trust when the progress. Trust when no progress. God works invisible. God works invisible. No regrets. Fighting the visible faith when tested. Faith in the process. Faith in the process.
Invisible world, crystal clear.
Invisible world, the ever nobody sees, but it changes everything now. I work in the shadows, solid, but I know I'm not alone. Invisible world, unseen, never here. Invisible world, crystal clear, crystal clear. Invisible work, the ever nobody sees, but it changes everything now. I work in the shadows, nobody sees the work, but I know I take a vow. Invisible work, effort in the dark rise, dark rise, dark rise. Listen in the brightest, 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 brightest.
Invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. We're out work in the shadows, silent grind unseen. That's the deal. Invisible work, nobody sees the work, but I know shine. Invisible work, by design. Invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. We're out work in the shadows, work nobody sees. I'm sure. Invisible work, unseen. Effort changes everything here. Invisible work, crystal clear. Invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. Blessed out work in the shadows. Invisible worker changes everything. I'm blessed. Invisible work, the work nobody sees. Complete. Invisible work can't be beat.
Work right is invisible pie, time for the pie. Work right is
Invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. Invisible work, work in the shadows, silent ground and see the horizon. Nobody sees the work, but I know.
invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. Still out working in the shadows, nobody sees the work, but I know no regret.
Invisible work, but in the dark rise out and free. Invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. I work in the shadows, silent grind unseen. Promises I keep. Invisible the world, maybe sees the work, but I only saw the how. Invisible work, invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. Fire, I work in the shadows, work nobody sees. Reaching high, invisible work unseen. Effort changes everything free. Invisible work, setting me free. Invisible work, the effort nobody sees, but it changes everything. Locked out, work in the shadow. Invisible worker, change everything. Never blocked. Invisible work, the work nobody sees. Complete way, invisible work every day.
Invisible work,
The effort nobody sees, but it changes everything.
invisible work,
Work in the shadows, silent grind, see ever rising.
invisible work, invisible work.
No excuses, only purpose. No excuses, only purpose. Remember your purpose. Remember your purpose. No excuses, only purpose. Discipline and faith. Remember your purpose. excuses, only purpose. I eliminate justifications, act with discipline and faith. No hesitations, I don't need motivation. I remember my purpose clear. No excuses, only purpose. Conquering fear, I eliminate justifications, act with discipline strong. No excuses, only purpose. Where I belong, I don't need motivation. I remember why I started. No excuses, only purpose. Wholehearted, I act with discipline and faith. No justifications here. No excuses, only purpose. Crystal clear, I don't need motivation. I remember my calling. No excuses, only purpose. Never falling, I eliminate excuses. Act with purpose divine. No excuses, only purpose by design. I don't need motivation. I remember my mission. No excuses, only purpose. My decision, I act with discipline and faith. No excuses made. No excuses, only purpose. Never fade. I don't need motivation. I remember my goal. No excuses, only purpose. In control. No excuses, only purpose. Remember your purpose. Remember your purpose, worth it. Discipline and faith. Discipline and faith. Act now. Act with discipline and faith, no way out. I don't need motivation. I remember my destiny. No excuses, only purpose. Setting me free, I eliminate justifications. Act with purpose, true. No excuses, only purpose. Breaking through. I don't need motivation. I remember my path. No excuses, only purpose. Doing the math. I act with discipline and faith. No excuses now. No excuses, only purpose. I show you how. I don't need motivation. I remember my drive. No excuses, only purpose. Feeling alive. Excuses, act with purpose, clear. No excuses, only purpose, no more fear. I don't need motivation, I remember my fire. No excuses, only purpose, reaching higher. I act with discipline and faith. No justification, stay. No excuses, only purpose, every day. I don't need motivation, I remember my dream. No excuses, only purpose, supreme. No excuses, only purpose. Remember your purpose. Remember your purpose, worth it. Discipline and faith. Discipline and faith. Eliminate doubt. No excuses. No way out. Only purpose. Eliminate justifications. Act with discipline and faith. Remember your purpose. Don't need motivation. Remember why you started. No excuses, only purpose. Remember your calling. No justification.